there's a lot of parity in the NFL. I think last year, a lot of the bettors were winning. Vegas was losing a lot, and that helped me get to a 61% win percentage. But this year looks like there's a lot of parity. Can't exactly pinpoint what teams are great, what teams are terrible, what teams may be upset, may upset other teams. But this week, I think it's going to be a little bit different because stick to what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, which is exactly how I'm introducing my first pick.
Steelers at Colts.
What have we seen from the Steelers? Really, really good defense. What have we seen from the Colts? Horrible offense. Anthony Richardson has played terribly. He's the 4th worst passer rating when pressured, but he's pressured the 8th fewest times. When it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, though, their pressure rate is incredible. They are number 5 in quarterback pressure rates. They also do a great job against the run. Meanwhile, the Colts do a bad job against the run. They give up the most rushing yards per game. Guess what? Najee Harris can have a great game. Who do they have as a quarterback the Steelers do? Justin Fields. Will there be some design runs? I'm sure. Right now, Justin Fields, I think right now, no one wants to say it, especially in the Pittsburgh organization, that I think Justin Fields now has the pole position to keep that starting job. This is his job to lose. The Colts did a terrible job against the run defense going up against the Green Bay Packers. Najee Harris, really, because Jalen Warren's out for this game, I think it'll be quarterback runs and Najee Harris doing a great job. But yeah, no, this offense is not the story for the Steelers. It's just playing really efficiently, and that's good enough for me. If you're playing efficiently enough to win, I'll take that through and through. When it comes down to the defense, though, disrupt Anthony Richardson. He has played terrible. The Steelers' defense has forced 4 interceptions this season. Richardson leads the league in interceptions with 6. This is going to be the story. The Steelers' defense with TJ Watt, who, if I had an MVP pick, he would be in my top 3, if not number 2, because I do think Josh Allen deserves to be the MVP. But TJ Watt has absolutely wreaked havoc all over every single offense he's played so far. I'll take the Steelers to win and cover a -1.5 point spread. They win 21-17.
Eagles at Buccaneers.
This one, I think it's time for a revenge game. The Philadelphia Eagles will get the revenge against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs defense got picked apart by Bo Nix, who couldn't play very well in his first few games. He did not look like an NFL quarterback. The Bucs have given up at least 136 rushing yards a game this season. 136. The defense can't stop the run whatsoever. This is a revenge game, though, for Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts because they absolutely got shellacked by Baker Mayfield, who looked like an MVP candidate in that playoff game last year. And here's really why I'm betting. This is the big number here. The Eagles have covered 8 straight games when the point spread is between +3 and -3. 8 straight games. And I think the Eagles right now, they're the better team. Baker Mayfield right now is up and down. Eagles, on the other hand, they need to play more consistently on offense. Jalen Hurts, since Shane Steichen left, very turnover prone. But I think right now, you'll have Dallas Goedert and Saquon Barkley. I understand Lane Johnson, who knows how if he's going to be playing in this game. Jalen Hurts does play significantly worse when Lane Johnson's out. But now that you have Saquon Barkley, I think it's hands down time for Saquon to absolutely cook and prove to the Giants why it was a mistake not paying him the extra $250,000. Which is a lot generally, but when it comes to the NFL, it's not really that much. You should have paid him. That's another revenge game for Saquon Barkley. The Eagles win and cover a -1.5 point spread. They win 27-24.
Rams at Bears.
This one, I don't know why the Rams aren't favored here. I understand the Rams are banged up, but so are the Chicago Bears. Now, some people are getting healthy, but think about this. The running attack for the Bears is non-existent. If you combine all the running backs alone and add their yards per carry, it's 2.3. With DeAndre Swift, who everybody thought was a great pickup because of his time during the Eagles, where the Eagles had the best offensive line in the NFL, or at least the top 3 offensive line. That was the big question. How will DeAndre Swift do with a bad offensive line that the Bears have? And so far, it's been an absolute disaster. But think about this. 363 passing yards and 2 touchdowns for Caleb Williams, with Anthony Richardson throwing 2 picks. A 50% completion percentage was not enough for the Bears to win. 363 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and the other quarterback turning it over like it's nobody's business, handing you the game, and for some reason you couldn't grasp it and win. That's bad. Meanwhile, the Rams, look what just happened. Their team was held together by duct tape, and they were picking people off the street to play for them, and they beat what a lot of people expect to be a Super Bowl competing team in the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, a couple of their key players were hurt. Oh, God forbid. The NFL's deepest team gets banged up a little bit, now they become an average team. So, the 49ers are such a great team. What the Rams did was incredibly impressive because the Rams are already a great team. You're a good team. You get banged up, you're a bad team. The 49ers are a phenomenal team. You get banged up, Now you're an average team. Juwan Jennings did a great job. It was a great performance to see. He had a phenomenal catch in that game. But what the Rams did, that deserves several rounds of applause here. But I think the key here is that the Rams have the 7th best pressure rate in the NFL at 38.9%. Williams, when he's pressured, and around there, like in week 1, for instance, he had no touchdowns, 2 picks, and 4 yards an attempt. The pressure gets to him as they do for all rookie quarterbacks. I think it's going to be the same story here. Rams get the upset, plus 3-point spread. They win 23-20. I believe in Matt Stafford. Some disrespect out there for him. I don't understand it. Matt Stafford gets the upset win and continues a very impressive streak with his top talent right now on injury reserve. The next game.
Titans at Dolphins.
This one, again, I don't know why they're not favored. The Tennessee Titans, I understand Will Levis has a lot of self-inflicted wounds, but I think when it comes down to it, the Dolphins are starting Tyler Huntley, Tim Boyle, or Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson wouldn't be 100% even if he's cleared. He's dealing with a rib injury. Tyler Huntley, career backup. Tim Boyle, career backup. I mean, I don't understand. Somehow the Dolphins are favored in this game. I understand they're at home, but come on here. The Titans are 5th in total defense. The only way that the Titans could absolutely get screwed over is if Will Levis does what Will Levis has been doing. Self-inflicted wounds where he thinks he needs to become Superman in order to win here. If Will Levis just cuts down on the turnovers, cuts down on the bad decision-making, and just hands the ball off, does short plays, keeps the clock rolling, the Titans should be able to win this game. I'll take them in an upset win, and they win 14-10 over the Miami Dolphins. They scored 3 points last week. I can't pick them to win here. I'm sorry. The final game. This one is the risky one.
Vikings at Packers.
I got to choose the better defense here. What am I looking at? I don't know what the Vikings are. They're a great defense coached by a great defensive coordinator, and Kevin O'Connell somehow took the terrible out of Sam Darnold. Now, he is a little bit reckless here and there, but when it comes down to it, the larger picture, Sam Darnold leads the NFL right now in passing touchdowns. Jordan Love is questionable right now. He's a game-time decision, but even if he gets cleared and does play in this game, he won't be 100% whatsoever. Meanwhile, Brian Flores is blitzing the hell out of everybody. I mean, think about this. And what do the Packers do great to minimize the impact the quarterback has when it comes to the Green Bay Packers? Malik Willis doesn't need to do a lot because Josh Jacobs and the running attack is super beneficial. Well, the Minnesota Vikings are 3rd in rush yards allowed so far this season. They're 1st in drives ending in a score for opposing teams. No team scores against them. So it's going to come down to, really, who scores last, who has the ball last, and who could score. They have the 2nd fewest points allowed. They're 1st in hurries, 1st in blitzes called, 1st in pressures, 3rd in quarterback knockdowns. The defense is terrorizing any offense that it comes into. I mean, think about the past couple weeks we've seen Daniel Jones, right? He looks okay. Not great, not really that good, but okay. He looks passable. In week 1, we had a topic. He looked terrible. He couldn't see the field. He was getting actually, technically, the pressure rate wasn't that high. But it just seems like he was seeing ghosts, not seeing open receivers. I'm sure a lot of Giants fans, I talked to one throughout the game. He was basically wanting to tear his hair out of his head. I mean, he was incredibly frustrated, and that's because of Brian Flores' defense. I think what Sam Darnold has done has been incredible. He's on an absolute great streak with Kevin O'Connell. He's 1st in passing touchdowns, 4th in passer rating. He's the 4th highest grade quarterback according to Pro Football Focus. Sam Darnold has done a phenomenal job. It's just a question mark of how will Matt LaFleur do? I'm taking the Vikings here. Vikings get the upset. They win 24-21. I just feel like no matter what, Will Levis will get pressured, and I think that'll minimize his effectiveness. And if Jordan Love's out there, the pressure will really get to him because I don't think he'll be 100%. I think it's a accelerated injury. What? I'm sorry, Malik Willis. Excuse me, and then Jordan Love. I apologize. Yeah, I think when it comes down to, though, the pressure's going to get to whatever quarterback is in the backfield for the Green Bay Packers. But I'll take the Vikings to win 24-21, and those are my picks. Steelers, Eagles. I picked all away teams right now. Every single away team I picked. Steelers are favored on the road. Eagles are favored on the road. I picked the Rams in an upset on the road. Titans in an upset. I'm putting quotes around that. And I'm choosing the Vikings. I got all away teams winning here.
Well, those are interesting, Nate. I was wondering why. I think there are 3 easier picks out there. The Broncos-Jets game?
Nope.
You don't think so?
Pat Surtain has held every top receiver he's played to, I think, under 29 yards.
Okay. How about the San Francisco Patriots game?
Too high of a point spread.
Okay. And how about the Chiefs-Chargers game?
Too good of a defense. I don't know what I'm getting with the defense as
But how about Justin Herbert with the high ankle sprain?
He's right now amping up the play. He says he felt better now than he did at this point last week when we thought he would play the past week.
Okay, well, good luck.
The Steelers are just, what is going on with them?
They're great. I think they got the number one defense.
We say great, but they don't
score. They have a great offense. I think their offensive coordinator is good.
Arthur Smith
I
is
think
good.
he's minimized Justin Fields not making mistakes, playing okay in the fourth quarter. He played well in the fourth quarter last week. That's a different Justin Fields. I like the Steelers. I think they look good. If T.J. Watt can stay healthy, hey, I think they're a playoff team now.
Yeah.
They're 3-0. They're one of the few teams that is undefeated.
Yeah. Harvey Hot Hand brought to you by Dr. Squatch. Use the link down below. Go to drsquatch.com/Nathan Harvey. Get $10 off. Or is it $20 or more for new customers? Thank you for helping out the show and supporting what we do here at the Harvey Hour. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.